What's up, guys? It is Bernardo from the BTNHD, and yes, it's already been a week that I have been testing out the IdeaPad 120S from Lenovo, and so let's get down to the review. All right, the Lenovo IdeaPad 120S is a great little netbook for those individuals with an extreme low budget. Now, this one that I reviewed this week was the 11.6-inch display one, which is the retail price of $199. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this netbook from Lenovo is it comes with a embedded storage, meaning it only gives you 64 gigs of eMMC. Now, if you don't know what eMMC stands for, it's embedded multimedia card. It's an SD card that's embedded within the motherboard. That means you can't really upgrade the hard drive, so that's 64 gigs. When I installed my program to run the battery test for you guys, it left me with 13 gigs. That's it. That's all I have is 13 gigs. And you got to understand Windows updates that I need to push out to this machine. It's just, you can't really install a lot of things on this machine and get away with it. Processor itself is not a very powerful processor, even though it's one of the latest Intel Celeron's N3350 processor with a clock speed of 1.10 gigahertz. It's not fast. As you saw at the very beginning of the video, that's what I'm working with the boot time. For memory, I'm stuck with 2 gigs, so if you're running high intense programs that need memory, this netbook is not going to do it for you. This netbook is really great for those individuals that are traveling light, because this guy weighs about 2.53 pounds, so it is really light. It does come with a lot of ports. On your right hand side, it comes with one 3.0 USB port, a combo audio jack, which allows you to hook up your headphone as well as your mic, a micro SD card. On the other side, you have your power ports, another additional 3.0 USB port, your HDMI, and a Type-C port. The keyboard layout is pretty neat. I like it. Allows me to type with no problem without making mistakes. The space between all the keys are dead on. The touchpad itself is small. It's not huge, but which is okay. I do like the fact that Lenovo gave me the nice little line indication of left and right. The keyboard is not backlit. One of the things I do not like about this netbook at all. Display is nice for 11.6 inches. This laptop is great for watching movies and all that other stuff, going online. One of the things I don't like about it, which Lenovo tried their hardest to do, is remove some of the crapware, but they do leave McAfee. I do advise, if you do get this netbook, is the first thing you need to do is just remove McAfee and just let Windows Defender be your antivirus rather than having McAfee, because that's crapware for me. The webcam itself is decent for doing Skype or GoToMeetings and all that other stuff. Now, the display itself is anti-glare, which is, I love that. I love the fact that it's anti-glare, so no matter what position the laptop is in, I'm not getting that horrible shine. I think this is the highest brightness that it could go, and this is the lowest. I'm still able to see that car from where I'm at right now, and this is the highest. The volume right now, if I play the volume, so that's 100%. The speakers itself is located at the bottom of the laptop, and at the bottom it is kind of a plastic with rubber. These little rubber things right here will get dirty a lot. Trust me, this guy right here now is getting dirty. I do like when speakers are at the bottom because they do kind of flow up, but these guys are not like intense speakers. I believe they're Realtek HD 1-watt speakers, and right now this is 100%. Let's go down to 50%. 50%. I mean, it's not loud, and regardless if it's at the bottom, it's not really bouncing up on the hard surface and jumping to me. So I really don't like the speakers at all. All right, so overall, my pros and cons of the IdeaPad 120. Pro, battery, which I haven't really talked about with you guys too much. The battery is amazing. The battery on this 120S from Lenovo is what I expect all laptops in the world to have. It lasts about 6 hours. I ran PC Mark 8 first run, 6 hours. I charged it up, which takes around 2 or 3 hours to charge, which takes a long time. I took the laptop full of charge at home. I watched a couple of shows like Hell's Kitchen, episode of Empire, episode of Mick, Tokyo Ghoul. It lasts around 7 hours. No joke, 7 hours. Took it back to the lab, charged it up, ran PC Mark for the third time. Again, 6 to 7 hours. So the battery life on the 120S is amazing. And it could probably last a little longer. But again, I was just using the laptop non-stop. And that's the reason why I got about 6 to 7 hours. Another pro is that it's cheap. The 11-inch version is going to cost you retail price of $199. If you get the 14-inch, it's going to be around $259. Another pro is that it's light. The 11-inch version is around 2.53 pounds. I believe the 14-inch is 3.17 pounds. So definitely that's on the pro side. I love that it's light, easy to travel. Another pro for me is the anti-glare display. I love the fact that the anti-glare display is on this machine, which is great. I am able to just have it in any angle and still have no glare. Now, the con. I only have 3 cons on this 120S from Lenovo. One is that I'm locked down on storage. It's only going to provide me 64 gigs of storage of embedded multimedia. That basically means I'm not able to open this guy up in the bottom and upgrade it to a solid state drive. I'm just locked into 64 gigs, which sucks. You got to understand, if you're installing like Office 2016 and any special programs, like for me, Notepad++, and I like to run other like little baby programs, at the end of it, you're going to have about 10 to 13 gigs. And that's not a lot of space. And you got to understand that Windows updates, Windows Defender updates need to be pushed out to this machine to keep it nice and healthy. Another thing that I don't like about this laptop is the memory capacity is only locked down to 2 gigs, which is embedded within the motherboard. Sucks. And also the micro SD. For me, this is a con. How often am I going to use a micro SD? It'd have been cool if it had a universal SD card reader. But a micro SD, how often I'm going to use that, I don't know. And that's it, guys, for my hands-on review on the Lenovo IdeaPad 120S. I know a lot of you have purchased this laptop during Black Friday or the holidays because it's extremely cheap. I do recommend this laptop for college or high school students or those individuals that want to travel extremely light but have a lot of patience, because this guy is a little slow. It's not fast, okay? If you have any comments or concerns, leave them at the bottom. Don't forget about hitting that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.